So we just capsized. So what the is happening?
So
We
basically,
Okay, that's how we get this.
shit happens.
Yeah.
And we were in the boat. I think what happened was the police boat was making some circles, created some big waves, and it basically sunk our boat.
Yeah.
Do y'all have another water container like this? Could you bring it over here?
Take it to the current.
Well, I think we should wait and get one out.
Yeah, let's all work on getting the one out.
Any lights want to shine over there? Anybody have any extra flashlights?
I have your headlamp. Okay, so I'm starting to worry. A bit. No one knows where we are. We have spotty cell service. We've managed to bail out our boat, but the engines are shot, meaning there's no way out. So I have to put my full faith into these guys. Nervously chewing on my coat like my 7-year-old self, I realize we're close to a site teeming with security, looking for people who might seem suspicious. I'm pretty sure I'll be leaving here in handcuffs, but the protesters have seen worse.
I went through a hurricane one time on a frigate, so yeah, they handle the waves a little bit better than these little aluminum boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got another boat. We're gonna have to take that.
We're kind of stuck here. They're hanging out in a group. There's a little bit of a sage stick going around, trying to keep the mosquitoes away and the bad demons. Bad news, I think they've already got here. The camp is markedly more chill than we are. The lady is taking a nap right now, and there's a guy walking around in shorts and a t-shirt, no shoes, in the frickin' bayou, carrying oranges. He refuses to put on bug spray. He's like an environmentalist nymph.
You're seeing the fragility of life in the swamp. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, and it happens pretty sudden, and you're just kind of at the mercy of the swamp herself and what she wants, you know.
Yeah, do you feel like the direct action was the environment taking a direct action on us?
No.
5 hours in the swamp feels like 5 days, but I'm beginning to feel like one of the activists. I'm committed to standing alongside these fighters, my team. Maybe this is where I belong, here in the swamp with people willing to risk everything for— Screw it, that's my boat. I take my crew and flee like the heroic rich folks who escaped the Titanic. With a day like today, is it a loss?
It's not a lot. We recover, we come back stronger, like we say every time. This isn't a loss by no means at all. A little setback. It's the spirit of the basin. There's something about it that draws you here. I bet you all gonna come back here again.
I was ready to go home, but Louis Levy is determined to fight on because they know what's at stake: human lives. The Bayou Bridge pipeline terminates in St. James Parish, a predominantly African-American community surrounded by petrochemical refineries. The pipeline further threatens the air and water supply of a parish already living in fear of a catastrophic spill or fire, which I can see happening for some reason. You can smell it and you can see it. Oil and gas, as far as the eye can see. Energy Transfer has one of the worst spill records in the biz, averaging a leak every 11 days. If an airline spilled a passenger every 11 days, we'd be livid. The folks here claim to suffer from headaches, hair loss, and elevated risks of cancer, all common side effects of living in the path of sociopathic industrialists, and why it's sometimes referred to as Cancer Alley.
Don't consider our community as Cancer Alley because it's not. It's death row.
This is Sharon, a local teacher whose family has been in the community for generations. She's meeting with Louisiana activist Ann Rolfus to learn how to use a homemade air quality tester. Because when the government fails, sometimes your only hope is a woman with a bucket she got at Home Depot. Feels like we're kind of like Ghostbusters here.
That's right.
Yes.
You want to be Venkman?
We want the new version with the women as the Ghostbusters. Come on now.
A box office flop, but if you want to do it, I understand it, I support it. All right, I'll be Kate McKinnon.
So what's happening right now is that air is being sucked actually out of the bucket, so that when this opens, the air will come in that bag.
It'll come in this bag.
The problem isn't that They don't know that it's poisonous. This is important to help people get the information, and then they're armed with something to go to the industry with. People are living in what we call a toxic gumbo of a lot of different chemicals.
This is Louisiana, where gumbo should have shrimp, not sodium hydroxide. But no one is listening, so residents are taking matters into their own hands, and they'll take any help they can get. What do you think of these other groups that are trying to fight the pipeline?
It gives me hope that someone cares about us. I don't think they should do anything that's illegal, but I don't know. Sometimes it makes you wonder if you don't mind going to jail just to stand up for what you believe in. You know, like Martin Luther King did, but it angers you so much until you just want to do something.